Welcome back, Giants. I'm Michaela McLaren.
And I'm Maddie Wells.
And this is BDTV.
It's the first week back from fall break. Let's head over to Michaela Melton to see what she has in store for us.
While it seems that some people just had spider webs and pumpkins outside their house, others went all out. Up from last year, Americans are predicted to spend $7.4 billion this year on costumes, candy, and decorations for Halloween. This isn't even including haunted houses, which average $30 per attraction. While some of us will still be trick-or-treating, others will be taking their siblings. So remember that trick-or-treating is from 6 to 8 and 4 to 7 in police districts. Be sure that you always have a light on you and that you stay in a group. Look out for more on our Twitter at BDTV_news. Michaela Melton, BDTV.
Now let's take a short commercial break.
I think my hair is so dry that it's at the point of no return. I could literally start a fire with crazy. Coconut oil.
Are you short?
Man, remember our last conversation?
Do you feel non-existent?
Do you feel as no one notices you as you're trying to get to class on time?
Well, we have a solution. Try our new tug-a-tall method. Grab the tallest person near you and watch how halls magically clear up. You can try this new method anywhere, but don't forget to ask for permission first.
We want a dog.
Having a dog isn't easy. It's a good thing you came to an adoption center. Dogs are a big responsibility. They require a lot of attention and love. Can you handle it?
Having a dog isn't easy, but with hard work and loyalty, you'll gain a lifelong companion.
I've been in choir for 3 years now, and I've loved every second of it. I've been granted so many different opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten if I hadn't been in choir. I've gotten to travel to New York and Disney World. The directors are amazing, the kids are amazing, the performances are like nothing I've ever experienced. And just getting to travel all around the state and compete and meet new friends is something I always look forward to. The musical this year is Catch Me If You Can. It's my third musical, and I'm playing Brenda Strong. This part means so much to me. It's such a fun role, and it gives me a new kind of confidence to be able to go out on stage as somebody completely different than myself. Being a principal, I feel like it definitely helps me to introduce musical theater and choir and performance arts to people who aren't so used to it. And there are people where Catch Me If You Can, this is their first ever show. And I feel like being in this role allows me to show them more of the theater and performing arts world. Somebody who's approachable and somebody who you know you can trust make a really good leader. Somebody who's not afraid of a challenge.
October is the month to watch scary movies in anticipation for Halloween, and here's a few of my favorite movies that scare me. It's a horror comedy cult classic that is known for its unforgettable werewolf transformation scene and its clever humor. John Landis's An American Werewolf in London takes my number 5 spot for favorite movies during Halloween. How could I put together a list of favorite scary movies without John Carpenter's Halloween? The iconic and creepy Michael Myers is a classic horror villain that still gives me nightmares, and that's why it's number 4 on my list of favorite scary movies. It may not be the scariest movie as of today's standards, but The Exorcist is known for its iconic imagery and special effects. Back when it came out, people could hardly sit through the movie without running out of the theater or passing out. The Exorcist is truly one of the horror greats.
Compels you! The power of Christ compels you!
This adaptation of Stephen King's first novel takes a look at Carrie White, a 16-year-old girl dealing with things every normal teenage girl goes through. Puberty, crushes, prom, and destroying the school after being humiliated at prom. For Carrie, it was truly a night to remember. The first Evil Dead was a creepy and fun 80s classic, while the third of its series, Army of Darkness, was a wild ride filled with hilarious slapstick humor. However, it's the second Evil Dead installment that manages to capture the horror of the first film and the humor of the third that makes it totally groovy. And my number one pick for scary movie to watch on Halloween.
There's an old saying that goes something like this. When I was a child, I did childish things. But as I grow up, I put those childish things away. What were the things you had to give up to grow up?
The biggest thing I gave up to grow up was freedom. And it always makes me laugh when students say things like, well, I do whatever I want, I'm grown. Well, being grown up means the exact opposite of that. Being grown up means every day you have to do stuff that you don't want to do.
In order to grow up, I felt like I had to give up some of my relationships, whether it be in friends or family. You have to realize that not everyone is going in the same direction as you, and you can't necessarily drag them along. So in order to be successful, sometimes you have to make your own path.
As I attended Hanover College, and with none of my friends, nobody that I knew went to Hanover College, but it turned out to be a great fit for me. I got a great education along with a diploma, whereas some of my friends from high school, they didn't go that route. They decided to go to Indiana University and not take care of business. So that's kind of one thing that really hits me and sticks with me.
That is if you want me to try to solve it. Problem with before.
Well, have you ever used your phone to the last percentage? Well, today is your lucky day. Introducing the new and improved portable charger, made just for you. Bring yours to school today to keep your phone from dying to the last percentage.
If you have any trouble finding a portable charger, they sell it to any convenience store near you.
It's fall, of course, and the weather is changing. I'm Shemaya Murphy with your weekly forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 66. Tonight we'll see a few passing clouds with a low of 57. Saturday, cloudy skies with a high of 67 and a low of 50. Sunday, showers in the morning with a high of 62 and a low of 46. Monday will be genuinely sunny with a high of 63 and a low of 49. Tuesday, we'll see sunshine and mixed clouds with a high of 67 and a low of 51. Wednesday, we'll see a few clouds with a high of 67 and a low of 50. Thursday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 63 and a low of 51. That's it for this week, Giants. Shemaya Murphy, BDTV.
As fall break ended, so did the majority of our fall sports, which means we will be moving inside for our winter sports. Let's see how our fall sports wraps up over break.
Conditioning for both boys and girls basketball has started. Last night, the ladies had a scrimmage against Noblesville. Their first game of the season is November 1st against Cathedral High School here at BD. Boys basketball will continue to condition and practice over the next few weeks for their first game against Franklin Central on November 23rd.
Now let's go to Aaron to see how our football season is going.
The football team has been going to work the past 2 weeks, smashing Lawrence Central 33-13 by racking up a total of 454 total yards of offense, and the defense put them on hold as they only allowed 183 total yards of offense and 10 first downs. Then moving on to dismantle North Central 56-20 by racking up close to a grand total of 500 yards of total offense. Meanwhile, the defense forced 2 fumbles and had an interception. Join us today as they go to play Brownsburg at sectionals.
This is Julia Haslett with your weekly sports update.
Well, that's all we have this week, Giants. And remember, if it's about you and me,
It's on BDTV.
There's a
everywhere you look.